Welcome, everyone. We're excited to present the second tutorial video for Cosiall, the powerful lead generation software that can deliver warm leads right to your business. If you missed our first video, we highly recommend watching it before proceeding with this one. In that video, we provided an overview of what Cosiall is and how to set up your campaigns. In this 10-minute video, we'll dive deeper into how to work with our solution once your campaign is up and running. We'll show you where to find your new leads, how to use our chat system, and provide tips on converting your leads into potential customers. So let's move on with our tutorial. Great. We're now back on our favorite campaigns page, which is where we left off in our last video after creating our campaign. The main difference this time is that the campaign we created in the previous video is now in the active tab, whereas before it was in the pending tab. I intentionally waited a few days before creating this video so that our campaign could pass review and start generating leads for us. Let's take a few moments to explore the various functionalities available on this page. As usual, we have the Create Campaign button, which we discussed in the last video. If we have existing campaigns, we can view them on this page along with statistics on their performance. If we decide to modify a campaign, we can do so by clicking the View All Details button below the campaign title, which will take us to the Campaign Details page. On the Campaign Details page, we can make any desired modifications to our campaign. As you may recall, this page contains the familiar campaign section that we introduced in the last video, where we can make changes such as adjusting the messages or altering the filters we used. It's important to remember to save any changes we make by clicking the Save button. Alternatively, if we choose to discard any changes, we can click the Decline button. Overall, everything else on this page should be self-explanatory, so let's move on to explore some of the more interesting pages within our application. As we navigate to our campaign page, we see three main tabs at the top of the screen. The first is the Campaigns tab, which we are currently on. The second tab is where we can view our saved contacts, and the third tab leads us to our chat system, where we can find and communicate with our leads who have responded to our proposal. We should also note the blue dot on the messaging icon in the Messaging tab, which indicates that we have new, unread messages from our campaigns. Let's click on the Messaging tab now to navigate to our chat page. This is where most of our users spend the majority of their time. Here, we communicate with potential leads, answer their questions, and ideally, convert them into potential customers. We can see that many people have responded to our offer, so we need to respond to each conversation and answer any questions they may have. We can also see that some people are declining our offer, which is perfectly fine and expected. Before we discuss how to convert leads to our business, let's explore some of the functionalities and tools available on this page to ease our time here. We can sort the conversations into three different categories: all, unread, and pending. In the All tab, we can see both read and unread conversations. In the Unread tab, we see only those we haven't yet read, and in the Pending tab, we see those we are still waiting for a response from and are still sending follow-ups to. Additionally, if we have read a conversation but want to make it unread again, we can click the three dots on the right side of the conversation row and select Mark as Unread. We also have two buttons on the right side of the conversation chat. Clicking the three dots on the right provides more information about the current lead, such as their LinkedIn page, industry, location, and more. Clicking the second button adds the current user as a favorite contact, which we should do for leads who have responded positively to our offer and are potential leads for us. Let's find some leads who responded positively and add them as favorites. For example, if this person asked what we are offering, let's add them. If this person here asks for more information, let's add them as well, and let's pick one more, such as this person who also asked for more information. Now, let's go to the Contacts page by clicking the second button at the top of the page. We can see that those three people were added to our Contacts page. Here, we can keep track of our potential leads, add notes and phone numbers, or go to the conversation with the person to see if they responded or to review our communication with that particular lead. Additionally, it's worth mentioning that by clicking the Filters button, we can choose to enable the Only Conversations with Contacts checkbox. This will filter the conversations, displaying only those with our favorite contacts and making it easier for us to find the chats with our already saved leads. Now that we've covered the essential functionalities of our website's main pages, let's shift our focus to responding to positive conversations and explore some strategies for converting leads into customers. Let's review some of the responses and scenarios that we may encounter. We can expect to receive mostly negative responses, such as "I am not interested," which we can skip. However, some people may be unsure, so we can ask them more questions to continue the conversation further, or in this case, this person says, "Let me check," to which we can reply with "Okay, thanks," in order to remind them that we are waiting. Ideally, we are looking for responses from people who are interested in our services or are asking questions about them. Since we already saved some favorite contacts, let's prioritize them by enabling the Show Only Conversations from Leads filter and respond to them promptly one by one. So here they are. In this first example, the person asks what we are offering. We can reply by saying that our colleague, Valentin, will get in touch with them to answer their questions and explain things in more detail. We can then ask for the best number to reach them and close the lead via a phone conversation. So let's write the following. "Thanks for getting back to me, Grayson. My colleague, Valentin, will get in touch with you to answer any questions you have, as well as explain things in more detail. What's the best number to catch you on? Cheers." The next person asks for more information about our services, and we can offer to send them a brochure or other detailed information via email. We can ask for their email address and continue the conversation via email. So let's write the following. "Thanks for getting back to me, Ash. We have a brochure which explains everything that we do with some statistics and a more in-depth guide on how we can gather leads for you. What's the best email that we can send it to? Cheers." Another person said they could be interested, so we can simply ask them in the chat what kind of leads they need for their business and if they've tried any lead generation methods so far. Let's write the following. "Thanks for getting back, Eric. May I ask what kind of leads do you need for your business? Have you tried any lead generation methods so far and what results have you managed to get with them? Thanks." Finally, someone asked for more information with pricing. We can offer to schedule a call or continue the conversation via email. We can also give more information about our software that can reach out to thousands of targeted leads per month and offer a free trial here in the chat. So let's write the following. "Thanks for getting back, Gavin. We have a software which can reach out to thousands of targeted leads per month and can give you access to communicate with the potential leads via the platform. We charge $200 per 1,000 contacted leads, but we also have a free trial in case you are interested to try out the services. May I know what kind of leads are you looking for? Thanks." And that concludes our responses for today. By now, you should have a better understanding of how to generate leads from our platform. However, there are two key things you must avoid doing to ensure a successful campaign. Firstly, do not try to arrange a call directly with the profile from which we source the lead. Our team is unable to take calls from these profiles, and impersonating the profile during a call can have negative consequences. Instead, inform the lead that someone from your team will reach out to them using the number they provided. This approach will increase your chances of handling objections and closing the leads during a phone call. Furthermore, it will enable you to establish a positive and lasting relationship with potential customers. If leads ask about the profile, simply explain that you work with a lead generation agency that sources leads for your business, and that all leads are transferred to you to explain your services in more detail and answer any questions they may have. Secondly, it is essential to avoid using hate speech. In some cases, leads may respond negatively, insult us, or place blame on us for various reasons. It is important to remain respectful and kind, and not respond with hateful comments. Instead, apologize or skip to the next conversation. Remember that responding to hate with more hate is not productive, and it is crucial to be respectful and kind in all your interactions. And we have come to the end of the second part of the Cosiall training, where you've learned how our platform can generate leads for your business effortlessly. If you've made it this far, we invite you to join us. You can sign up for our services by clicking on the link below in the description and receive your first 1,000 connections for free. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. We're always happy to receive your questions, feedback, or comments, so please reach out to us via chat, email, or down below in the comments section. That's all from me for now. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.